Hi everyone, it's Psychic Medium Jojo Empathic. Tonight's show is free readings. Hi Maria Scorpio, thanks for joining. Hey Jasmine. Hi Montaigne. Okay, so I'm doing free psychic mediumship readings tonight. You can just put your first name in the live chat and your question. I'm doing one question per person, and I'll just go right in order to whoever puts them in first. Tonight I am accepting tips and donations if you're feeling generous. My Cash App tag Venmo is in the description box, and I also have a link in there where you can send a tip or donation. It's greatly appreciated. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, share to someone that may be interested in free readings, if this may benefit in the future. I give free readings Tuesdays, 3 p.m. Central, here live on YouTube, and then I will be switching over to Instagram Live soon. Trying to figure out when I'm going to make that switch, but probably I'll be doing them simultaneously, where I'll have Instagram Live here at the same time. So you can add me on there. It's Ask Jojo Empathic on Instagram. I am trying to build that following there. It's an old account that I had a long time ago, and I recently went back on, so turned it into a business account. So I'm transforming that. What else? And then Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, here live on YouTube. And you can always call into my radio show on News for the Soul Radio. Every fourth Wednesday of the month at noon Central, I go live. It's Journeys with Jojo, and you can call in and receive a free reading. So this month on the 28th, I will have a guest host with me, Joanne Carvalho from Gateway of the Soul, an amazing healer. She will be joining me for joint energy reads. Okay, so tune in, newsforthesoul.com. Let's dive into the free readings today. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Let's go ahead and dive in. So I think Montaigne is the first. So we have Montaigne Machine. Will I have a boyfriend soon? First name Montaigne. Okay, so Montaigne asks, will I have a boyfriend soon? Okay, Montaigne. So for you, I'm getting the number 6, and I feel like this is a timeline of about half of a year, so about 6 months down the road. I see you finally moving into more of a position where your heart's open. Right now, it feels like your heart is blocked, like the chakra is actually closed. And it feels like there's a lot I have to say, like there's something I'm holding back in terms of like either a confession or wanting to be real about how I'm really feeling tied to your past. And it's making me kind of loaded with like tears and sadness and this lower energy. And so I feel like once we can process whether this is a past relationship, which I feel like it is, and how I view myself coming out of that relationship, then we start to really attract that boyfriend frequency. Work with your relationship guide. I think you're getting a lot of symbols, and then also there's maternal energy coming in for you. That's helping to guide you on these matters. And it feels as if like maternal energy is really looking out for you to make sure you're not carrying on generational relational issues. So it's like breaking those generational curses. 6 months seems a bit better for you. So thank you so much, and congratulations with that. I want to draw a mixed emotion card. I feel really led to pull this card, and I love that I did. It says free. It's a dove, liberated, independent, and unburdened. And that's what Spirit's helping you to align with right now. That brings you into a place of love. So Montaigne says, yeah, I'm heartbroken. So we've got to heal that first before we kind of go on to the next. Otherwise, you're going to bring all of that with you. And you deserve freedom. And that comes from within you. And then you can give it out more freely. And then you attract it back to you, which in a relationship you do want. I'm glad you're here because my channel is all about helping us all to have free minds and free hearts. So thank you so much for your question. So she says, John will get karma. So I don't believe in like traditional karma as in like punishment. I don't support that. I don't believe the universe supports it, but you know, we tend to, like, what goes around does come around. When you have intentions rooted in harm, that's when you tend to get that kind of back to you. When you have this punishing mindset, you tend to have the universe operating through that set of laws. So it comes back in that regard. Otherwise, I feel like we really can come to Earth and do whatever we want. And the scale is rooted in frequency of like the higher vibration and lower vibration. And it's up to us, like, kind of how we work that system. And it's best to choose the higher vibration, because when we don't, we then end up getting things that's almost like karma, or it feels like punishment, but it's really just lessons. Let's go back up here. So then I have Jasmine Avia. Thank you, Montaigne. Let's go to Jasmine Avia. 1002. Feels like there's like all these like hearts and stuff. I love it. This is all new for me. So I just started doing these shows like a month ago. Okay. Jasmina. Will I get a new job this month? It's hard to say, like, if it's this month or 4 months, because I do get 4 for you. It could be 1 to 4 months, or could be 1 month, but I do get 4, which could be 4 weeks. I feel like it's more 4 months down the road. So, I mean, we can manifest a job today, tomorrow, really quickly. But if we look into where you're feeling more peace with work, it feels like 4 months down the road. So if you need to get something quick, you want to get into visualization as your prayer. That will be the most powerful in the quantum field. So if you can begin to visualize yourself either receiving an offer, being offered an opportunity you didn't see coming, creating that opportunity from your higher mind, bringing yourself into alignment with what you need, that will help you to speed up this process in getting a job. And right now with the universe, if we want to work with the flow of the universe, you really want to start something new. So a lot of these matrices, the constructs that we live in, are crumbling, and we can't like stop it. It's like a fastball. When we try to stop it, we just form resistance. So right now it's for a higher good that everything's kind of, it's flipping, like the head's becoming the tail, and the system that's rigged in all of these matrices, which are programs of the mind that lead us to certain actions, they're being decentered. So you want to get ahead of that and create something, create the job. It's so easy to make money online these days from home. So don't be afraid to get creative, get into your visualization. And I do feel positive for your job, but about 4 months down the road. Thank you so much. So Jasmine Mina sends a heart, smiley face, thanks. And she says manifesting. Thank you. Happy manifesting. Let this be like the year that you get everything that you want. in terms of work and career. Let this be a great year for yourself. So then we have don't try, I'm protected. 3246. Should I continue working with Kim and her family? Will you drop your first name in here for me, please? Don't try, I'm protected. 3246. Should I continue working with Kim and her family? Okay, so we have Dora. Okay, so Dora asks, should I continue working with Kim and her family? Well, it does feel like a door's open in another direction and you're contemplating. I don't know if it's because of the monetary in this direction with Kim, but for some reason it's not incongruent with you and your heart. And it's just, they're just showing me like another door. So you're tilting like left and going through another path that's already open. So I do feel also there's a grandmother, I want to say paternal energy, that is helping you with these matters and also matters of health. So grandma may have had something going on with heart and circulation and potentially bones. It's coming through with a lot of love for you, wisdom and oversight. You are protected. But it doesn't seem like you're really happy. So they're saying like there's another way out. Dora, please let us know if that resonates. It's like spirit can't really tell you what to do. You have free will, but it doesn't seem like you're happy with Kim. "2026 is about a year where we really align with our truth, okay? We're in year of the 9, which was 2025, things were wrapping up. Karmic cycles were closing. Dora says, yeah, I agree. Okay, thank you. So with all of that you put in all of this hard work, protect it going into 2026. Like we'll feel the shift in February. It's going to start then, but don't let everything that you've cleared just go like without a purpose. You really want to thrive in 2026. Given the state of the world, you want to thrive. You want to aim towards how can I be happy every day? How can I get up and feel better every day? How can I give, be more of service, be more present? Own this year and don't give that power away anymore to someone or any system, any person that's not going to honor your truth and divinity. Okay. So then Maria says, I have a cyst on my upper gums. How will the operation go? I have it inside my mouth behind my 2 front teeth. Will there be any side effects and is anything dangerous? It's 2 a.m. in Norway. So we have Maria. I believe this was brought up before, but I never got into the question. There's a cyst on the gums. Okay, so whenever I do like a medical intuitive reading, I always want to say I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe or diagnose, but I was trying to like listen in to the cyst. So if you have a cyst or something in your body that is imbalanced, you want to tune into it. Bring your presence into the actual illness or organ. And you can begin to ask questions from your soul and your heart, and your spirit will speak to you. The illness will speak to you. The imbalance will speak to you. It doesn't even have to be like a health imbalance, it could be a situation in your life that's hard to go through or that you're struggling with. And a lot of times, all of these symptoms and illnesses arise to get our attention, to bring us present, and to actually lead us into a state of empowerment to heal ourselves. So the cyst to me is really symbolic energetically of animosity. It's a formation of anger with words, with the position of the mouth. And this is also tuned into work with teeth, can be symbolic of work spiritually. So putting it together, it does feel as if there's anger with the work I'm doing. There's angry conversations, and I'm holding, and it could be festering. And it feels like I hold a lot of energy around my third eye and throat and mouth area when I'm angry. So I think that this is a process of releasing this. You could do things like psychic surgery to try to dissolve, and work from an energetic perspective of being able to really process anger in a more efficient way. Hope that helps. When I get angry, I feel anger in my third eye too. I'm ruled by air as Aquarius. And I get angry in my forehead, frustrated. And it's just not anything you want to carry. Will it be removed? For some reason, it doesn't feel like it. I don't know if it just keeps coming back or something, but it's like something doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like you're getting surgery. So definitely get with your medical professional on that, and prayers that it gets resolved quickly. Hope that helps. Thank you. Okay, so we have Pufferfish Leo. Like number 4, can I get a message in the near future regarding my job? My name is Leo. Yes. I'm throwing them hearts. Thank you. I love that. Okay. Pufferfishes, that's me. All right, so we have Leo. Can I get a message in the near future regarding my job? Okay. I'm going to draw some tarot on this one because there's mixed energies coming in. I just want to clarify. Leo. Message in the near future regarding my job. One second. I had to get a tissue. I'm not going to just keep rubbing my nose like that. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh. Message in the near future regarding Leo's job. I think politically there's some things that are interfering, like political interference to what you're going through. Leo. Definitely a shift underway. It just feels like there's a lot of pressure right now for you, like a lot of stress. The cards that I pulled are the King of Swords in reverse, This is a lot about the mind, intelligence, air, and it's your guiding card. The next card is the Magician, followed by the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Sorry, Six of Cups in reverse. So what does this mean? There's definitely a shift. I feel like what I was saying before is like politically things are going to be, I feel like, in the way, specifically for some way with immigration. Like with ICE, I was seeing like the formation of ICE, and there's something bigger at play, I think, with what you're going through, as to why this can feel difficult. And this kind of ties me to the previous message of like, I keep wanting to say it on this video today. It's like the system is rigged and it's not for us. It's a small group of people in the world, men, and the rest of us. And so we're feeling it on an individual level right now. And I think that you have to intuitively look at your life and the blocks that you're facing and understand why they're there. Are we generating this, or is there's something bigger than me that maybe I'm here to go through this so I can help fix it, so I can help bring remedy to the planet in this regard. And that's going to require your mind, your magic, and the ability to create something new, as well as emotionally balanced. So this is something with work from home for you, and you'll finally feel. I feel like feeling like more secure in about 12 weeks from now. If that makes any sense, please let us know. So Leo says that's me. I get runny nose too, especially when I eat good food. LOL. Let us know if that resonates with you. The message was a little bit, feels deep. Like sometimes we go through things and it's like this is predestined for you, what you're going through. Like you signed on. Damn, that's a long time. Hope that helps. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Jojo is the best reader on YouTube, folks. Thank you, Maria. Okay, so GT Free North, 49th. Pufferfish says I did them in the new job. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Okay, so we have a question here. So will GT Free North 49th put in your first name, please? We have Will Jack 4, Lily 6, Sullivan 2 missing from Pictou, Nova Scotia, Canada, May 2nd, 2025 be found. RCMP not found. The children, what happened to the children? Jenny. Okay. So this one does seem more of like private matter. Um, this one you may want to book a reading with me if it's pertaining to you, or just maybe this is a general question. But this does feel like a case where, and this is, I'll say for entertainment purposes and alleged, and when I tune into the energy, it feels like there was like, without knowing anything, it feels like it was an abduction. And I do feel, what I will feel comfortable saying is that there will be a turn up. Um, I want to say within the year of being declared missing, a year to in 1 month potentially. So we're looking to June 2026. And prayers to this family. Thanks, Jenny. Okay, does anyone else have any questions? What time is it? So we've got about 30 minutes left. I'm doing free readings tonight, psychic mediumship. Please like the video, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Tips, donations are appreciated. Links in bio. Any questions? Any more questions for tonight? Thank you, Jojo. This case of missing children has become Canada's biggest. Oh, wow. I'm going to look into it after this. Thank you for sharing. It feels very disturbing, unfortunately. And of course, if you are on the case and I can help in any way, feel free to reach out to me. It does feel general that you're asking, but if you are involved, my email is jojo@jojoempathic.com. So I did do training in psychic criminal investigations. I am a certified psychic medium, and I have worked on cases for individuals just privately. If there is a case that you guys have, I do ask that you reach out before you set up the appointment with me, but I can meet with you over Zoom or the phone, and help in any way that I can. I just put my email in here, so it's jojo@jojoempathic.com. It is in my bio as well. And my website is jojoempathic.com. I'm also on Etsy if you guys ever shop on Etsy. I've been on there for a while now. It's had like its ups and downs. Some of the psychics that they have on there are just really awful, but there's light there. We get a lot of heat. Etsy psychics do, but I can see why, because there's a lot of darkness on there. But you guys can find me on Etsy, Jojo Empathic shop on Etsy. From my website, also, I have email readings where you can send me an email with your question, and then it's like I send you a recorded email reading, which is nice, usually same day or within 24 to 48 hours. If you're looking to develop your abilities, and there's no greater time, you can also work with me in spiritual development sessions. These are transformative and phenomenal. I help you to get your power back in your hands. I believe it's your birthright to be able to know your spirit guides. When you spiritually awaken, you become more aware of your energy field, your body, how your nervous system is creating your reality, and your mind creates your reality. So I help you with your psychic intelligence. A lot of people that I work with are empaths too. So I help you with understanding your empathic ability, which is an intelligence as well, and mediumship, which is kind of in between the psychic ability and empathic ability. So once you develop your abilities, you tend to feel a greater sense of peace and with the present moment. As ironic as it may sound, of like, developing your psychic ability, we have this program to think we're just about the future and all about the future and fortune telling. But the truth is, the more aware you are of your psychic ability, the more present you actually become. And so that's a beautiful thing, and it'll help you in any area of your life, because if you can get present, you can really begin to control your thought and get a grip of yourself, your avatar, and walk a life that you feel is in alignment with soul. So Jenny says, got it. Thanks again. Hundreds of psychics trying to help past year 2025. Just while you're here, has someone said a similar thing to what I just picked up? I know it was kind of vague, my answer, but I'm curious if you can report of any other psychics getting a similar read. And maybe if you're here, you're interested in like psychic criminal investigations, or you're into psychic reading in general. Maybe you want to develop your abilities. You should work with me. I can help you to get to a place of like feeling, I've got this. I understand who I am at soul. I understand how to use my psychic ability. I know who my spirit guides are and when they communicate with me. It's important. It's super important. And to be able to be led from within you and understand your soul's language, it's so important. So sign up for the spiritual development sessions. It'll change your whole life. So we have Carly Love. Hi. Carly says, new here. Welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Tonight I'm doing free psychic mediumship readings. So if you have a question for spirit, feel free to drop your first name and your question in the live chat, and I will give you a channeled message. Hi, Smiley. We're Pisces, so I get it. Subscribed and liked. Thank you. So yes, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop in the live chat. Just need first names of you, maybe person of interest, or we can do oral readings tonight, medical intuitive, soul's purpose, work, career, property readings. But I do feel tonight, I want to keep talking a little bit more about people and their spiritual abilities, because I do feel someone on the chat, this is probably now, I'm getting like headaches around the front of the head. And a lot of times when the third eye chakra, which is right at the brow line, it gets blocked with psychic energy, whether it's thoughts, whether it's emotional energy, mental, body clogged, it builds up like a clogged drain, and we begin to walk around with this weight on our mind. And this is your portal of of source. It's your portal to your higher mind. It's your source connection. We want to unblock it, and you can do that simply right now by just saying that, visualizing it being unblocked, and grounding it. So ground into the third eye, ground into your heart. Let's go ahead and get into some more questions here. So yeah, if you are struggling with your abilities, please work with me and let 2026 be the year you rise in your abilities. Okay, so we have Carly. Scott's next actions towards me, please. Or what will be of us, Carly and Scott. I'm going to draw some mixed emotion cards. Carly and Scott. One of you feels really trapped. It feels like a lot of emotional turmoil too. And I feel like Scott's not really able to, like, it feels like I'm not able to really let go of something and I'm overwhelmed. But Carly, for you, you know, as hard as this may be, I think you'll feel relieved if you guys can potentially cut cords. I'm sorry to say that, but it may be the best thing for you to feel relief and compassion for yourself. Because with Scott, for some reason, I feel like the answer that you're wanting to know is, and my no card came out, which usually it's like a yes or no. Maybe there was a yes or no that you had before you got on here. No. And then also with him, I hold resentment. So it's like, I feel offended. So this just feels very karmic. And sometimes when, you know, we outgrow each other, it's time to let go. But a lot of times we hold on, and it just feels like there's not that meeting halfway to let that be a possibility, if that makes any sense. It's better in store for you. Thank you. I hope that helps, Carly. Carly says, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Love is on the other side of this, like true love. So we have Smiley. My name is Todd, and my person of interest is Tanya. What is your question, Todd? Hey. And then we have Sophie Catstade. Hello, hello. So we have Vernetta is CJ, my person, and then we have Todd, my person of interest is Tanya. Todd, do you want like a love reading with Tanya? Will we be reconciled? Todd and Tanya. Will they be reconciled? Just like throughout, this like jumped out of the card. This is lonely. Unfulfilled. When it comes to karmic soulmates, it's like we can stay with this as long as we want a lot of the times. And we have to ask ourselves, why do we want this if it's this? It's not looking so good, Todd. It's not looking good. It's stressed, it's unfulfilled, it's lonely. So could you guys reconcile? I think, we could, but I don't think that it's like the shoe's not fitting. So it just doesn't feel like it's like there is fulfillment on the other side of it. There is feeling of like not being alone on the other side of this, and then also being with peace and at grace. Okay. So Todd says, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Relationships, we just have to see it for what they are. We have to see it for what they are. And then we have Vernetta. Vernetta, is CJ my person? Well, I'm wishy-washy with CJ, and for some reason it's almost like I feel like there's like a grandmother coming through talking about like think twice. When it comes to CJ, like make sure you think this one through. Now, CJ feels my symbol for busy. And I don't like to see that with love, if that makes sense. So Renee says, that's the face I'm giving to. I'm like, I'm not liking this person for you. It's more negative vibes. But how does that relate to you? It feels very low vibrational with CJ. He works a lot. Okay. A lot of men sometimes that work a lot, they become like, there's not much there. You know what I mean? Not very soulful. Lights are out. It's robotic. And you're like, I want love. That's him. LOL. Wait, am I really describing him or no? Are you saying, that's him? Or are you saying that's him? Men will put things on the shelf, and she said yes, literally. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. You guys know I always keep it like as real as I can with you, and you guys put me in a rock and a hard space to say these messages. The angels are looking out, and I'm like, don't shoot the messenger, you guys. Please don't. But yeah, men, any man that's listening to this, I am not a spiritual teacher that's like, ladies go on this hyper dominance thing and say, screw all men. Like, I really, truly feel that we need to come together. We need to be able to, if we want to, So I think there's a crisis between men and women right now. And a lot of my videos and work, I work with both men and women, and I see a solution in intuition. I see a solution in spiritual sovereignty. Men are not taught emotional intelligence. They escape and they avoid, and that's not the way to handle it in a healthy way. And then also they're disempowered because of the savior mindset that's pushed upon us all. It's blasphemy if you call out the church. You get punished. And that keeps people subconsciously in self-imprisonment. So I think a solution for men is to tap into your third eye. I think a solution for women is to tap into your third eye. The truth is, third eye was open from childhood for a lot of people. If you had a traumatic childhood, your third eye was very open as a child. what happens, because there's a lot of myths about opening your third eye, do it or don't. No, it is. But because it's opened from a childhood and rooted in fear-based systems and blocked, we have a lot of disorders of the psychic mind, of the soul, the body, from it being blocked with distortions. So the solution is really to unblock the third eye and get it balanced and to work in harmony with your mind, body, and soul. That's what they try so hard to keep us away from us. The answer is when they say aren't outside of you, it's within, it's from the psychic mind and heart. So there is a lot of myths out there. I'm glad you guys found me and are here. I will help you to break these myths. Like I said earlier in here, I'm a certified psychic medium. I've also had abilities since I was younger, but due to being indoctrinated in Christianity, just about almost Catholicism, I suffered like many people, many. It's dark, it's fear-based, and it blocks you. And it keeps you, our belief systems are what are the program in our computer. And the program is generating out in the stimulation your reality. So one of the root causes I feel of imbalances today is the indoctrination of patriarchy and the church. And that's what I work pretty strongly to work to decenter during this time, because it frees us. And it promotes sovereignty. And that promotes diversity and inclusion, which is needed, which the patriarchy does not clearly want. So solution is intuition. Solution is going within, but you have to know how to work it. You have to know the language. You have to unblock, and you step into a place of empowerment. So that's why working with me is helpful. I can help you with understanding your thoughts, understanding your abilities, your dreams in your language. And then you're on your way, and we feel so much better and healed. We're not just coping anymore when we have a sense of like, I feel in my soul that the system's rigged, but I don't know what's going on. When you feel like you have somewhat of a knowing, it helps you carry through. And especially during these times where everything's so confusing, we can't resist the AI. We can't resist what's happening. It's happening. And so, we just learn that we have more power over it than it does us. That's what I think 2026 is big on. Bonita says it does. It's like in 2026, we wake up that like it's them, the 10 at the table, these men, this pack of wolves and dogs that are horrific to children and women and war criminals. And then it's the rest of us. And, we're so caught up, the rest of us, there's the 10 men at the table, the billions of us, on red hat, blue hat BS. Okay? I'm this, I'm that. We are just out of control. And I think that this is the year we finally start to say unity is best. They need our money. They need our psychic ability, our minds, our intention, our focus, our money. And so if we can begin to develop our intuition and psychic ability, we're going to be able to project into the field and pray more powerfully to get ourselves out of what we've created, which right now is a lot of punishment mindset coming right back to us. So we can stop this through our consciousness. We can change the script, we can rewrite the story, but it requires us to be conscious and online, plugged in. When I say plugged into the heart and mind and in a place of congruency. Are there any more questions for Spirit today? This can be on relationships, soulmates, medical, intuitive, pet readings, 2026 predictions, energy read, property clearing questions. That's another one too that we need to be able to do ourselves. I think especially women, but men too, is like how to clear yourself, your home, your kids, your dog, your pets. If you're watching this and you're interested in my Reiki course, it's not up on my new website yet. I have a huge to-do list. But if you're interested in Reiki, my Reiki course, it's digital, and it teaches you within, I think, like 3 hours how to send healing. And then you get an attunement too, which is powerful. Sometimes when we have attunements, we get spontaneous healing. Um, Really spontaneous healing happens through attunement sometimes. So it's sometimes a solution to healing yourself. But if you are interested, drop a comment. Let me know if you're interested in Reiki levels 1 and 2 course. And then I'm also training healers. So I'm looking for individuals that feel called to serve and want to learn psychic surgery, quantum healing, medical intuitive, Reiki healing, and work alongside me at my EA Center, which is the Earth Angel Healing Center. I'm really looking to work with you and train with you. So that's a 12-session package. Payment plans are available, and it will open up doors of opportunity to collaborate with me as a healer. So world needs it. The world needs you. You can do it. And I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to have successful healings, remote successful healings, or in person. What else? Let's see. A rainy day in Texas today. I was walking and I got rained on. This wasn't intuitive for me to go out at this time. I got a lift back. So rain is good. I think tomorrow will be a warmer day. The sky, I'm in Little Elm right now, Little Elm, Texas. And the sky is really, with the sunset, really pink and red. And so I feel like it'll be a nice warm day tomorrow. So this weekend, I'll kind of conclude this message with our astrology is intense. And, the stars don't care if you believe it or not, that they influence us, they will. The moon and all of that influences us. So we have these really strong, intense shifts with Mars, I believe, the 9th. So that's tomorrow. It's going to be intense. We've been feeling a lot of anger, frustration, a lot of unpredictability going on. A lot of crazy, insane things happening in geopolitical world. So this weekend, stay grounded, maybe stay home, lay low, take it easy, drink your water, your tea, whatever you have to do to just center and go within, journal, reflect, and focus your thoughts on not all of the negative things happening, which is hard right now. Focus on all of the positive things that you can be aligning, get your resonance in alignment with what you want to happen and come to you, because it already exists in your field. It's already there. Just about alignment with it. I might wrap it up early too. So since we're getting this to wind down, I do have a cute thing I'll share. It's this fern. A client came to visit me for an in-person reading, and I was just telling Spirit that I wanted a fern because a spiritual teacher that I follow mentioned that the frequency of ferns are really positive to connect with this year. And then boom, I received one, and I'm like, yes, I love this. So I have my fern here, got my little candle, my incense. So get near the plants this weekend, drink your water, light your candles, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. My videos are postponed right now. Bear with me. I'm getting all of that done, but I'm glad to be here tonight, and my next live will be on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central, so I'll see you guys there. And if you're watching this after the fact, you can always drop a prayer request if you have one at any time, and I do go through and read those. So sending all the love and healing light beams to everybody here. Beautiful color rays. Thank you so much. Have a miracle weekend too. I hope so. Miracles for us all. All right, guys. Until next time. See ya.